stop wasting your time on plantar fasciitis exercise you saw online.
Yes, we dug through the research, all the studies, so you don't have to. And in this video, we're gonna give you 6 best exercises to do for plantar fasciitis.
And we're gonna explain to you exactly how to do them. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Richard.
And I'm Dr. Blanchett. We're board-certified podiatrists and foot and ankle surgeons.
Yeah, and today's video is really important. I personally had plantar fasciitis. I finally understood what my patient
Are feeling.
Exactly. It happened only a few years ago after I gave birth to my son. I was home all day, walking barefoot, and I had plantar fasciitis. It's really bad pain, really sharp. I also had pain in the morning, you know, the tippy toes. Yeah, it was awful, but I was able to treat it without surgery, without cortisone injection. I did those stretches that we're sharing with you today. I also did other things like using recovery slippers and orthotics, but the stretches made a major impact on my recovery.
Plantar fasciitis can be really debilitating and it can ruin your whole day and then all your activities. So to avoid that, we'll go over all the stretching and strengthening exercises that are backed by science. We're gonna give you a lot of information in this video today, but the good news is that you don't have to take notes because we have created a free PDF with all the exercises that we're gonna talk about today.
It's totally free, so just click the link down below to download it.
All right, stretch 1, the plantar fascia stretch. And this is the one that has the strongest evidence for improvement for plantar fascia. So it's a really important one, pay close attention.
If you have to do one stretch, this is the one. But we do recommend you do them all.
For sure.
And this one is different compared to what other people are sharing. It's because this one targets the plantar fascia itself. Let's show you how it's done. Okay, so you're gonna sit down and you're gonna cross the painful foot over the opposite knee.
Pull your toes back until you feel a stretch along the arch.
You can also feel the plantar fascia that tightens. It means that you're doing it correctly.
Then you're gonna hold for 30 seconds.
Do 3 to 5 times.
And 2 to 3 times daily, especially before you get up in the morning.
The plantar fascia is a structure that supports your arch and it inserts on your calcaneus, which is your heel bone, and it extends all the way down to the base of your toes. So that's why you need to extend your toes to really target the fascia.
This stretch is gonna really help with the pain that you get the first step in the morning.
Yeah.
So we recommend to do it before you get out of the bed.
Stretch number 2 is the gastrocnemius stretch. Okay, we need to talk about your calf muscle. Your calf muscle are made of your gastrocnemius, which is more superficial, and the soleus, which is more inside. And they both come down to form your Achilles tendon. And guess what? Your Achilles tendon insert on your heel bone, same as your plantar fascia.
Yes, and then when your Achilles tendon is tight, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the bottom of the foot and then increase the pressure onto the plantar fascia. So to stretch it is very important. Number 1, we're gonna stretch the gastrocnemius muscle, which is the most superficial muscle of the calf.
How to do it? You're gonna face the wall and keep your back leg straight, but very important to keep your heel down. And then you're gonna lean forward until you feel a big stretch in the back of your calf.
You're gonna hold this for 30 seconds, do 3 reps, and do this 2 to 3 times a day. Another way to stretch your gastrocnemius muscle also is to use a stool or the stairs. So basically you go up on the stairs and then you bring your heel back or your foot back up until only the metatarsal heads or the front of your foot are onto the stairs. And then after that, you're gonna gently drop your heel down up until you feel the stretch in your calf. And then you're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. And then same, do 3 reps, 2 to 3 times a day. Another thing also that I like to tell my patient is that to kind of combine different things. So, you know, like stretching like takes a big chunk of your day, right? You know, you have to make time to stretch. But I also like to tell them they can do this as they're brushing your teeth.
Exactly. I say the same thing.
But yeah, so, and then there's another way to stretch for that. You could just kind of take your toes and put them on the wall or the vanity, and then just gently stretch as you brush your teeth.
That helps with the plantar fascia, like the first stretch.
And then also it helps with the calf. So it does both at the same time, basically. So it really helps.
Exact. Yeah, to build habit one on top of each other.
Instead of carving time out of your day to do these things, if you can kind of like do it as you're doing other things that are essential as well.
Your time is precious.
Stretch number 3, the soleus muscle. This stretch is going to look very similar to the stretch we just talked about, the gastrocnemius muscle. But the difference is that the gastrocnemius inserts above the knee joints. And then by bending the knee, we're going to be eliminating the gastrocnemius from the equation and only stretching the soleus. And then the soleus muscle is the deepest muscle out of the calf.
And it's where a lot of people get it wrong, right? A lot of people forget to do this stretch and you're only fixing half of the problem. So really don't forget to add this one to your routine if you have tight calves.
How to do it? You're gonna be using the same position as earlier. Now you're gonna be bending the back knee. Your heel's gonna stay down once again, and the stretch should feel a little bit lower in your calf.
You're gonna hold for 30 seconds, do 3 reps, and repeat this 2 to 3 times daily.
Quick pause. If you find value in this video, please like it. Consider subscribing to our channel where you can find information by real board-certified podiatrists.
All right, let's go back to it. Stretch number 4, the hamstring stretch. Now we're moving further up the leg because what happens above the foot also matters. It's important to stretch the whole posterior chain, and now we're doing the hamstring.
Study shows that people with plantar fasciitis often have tight hamstrings and posterior chain. This stretch will help decrease the compensation that overloads the heel.
How to do it? You're gonna lay down on your back with one leg straight. Loop a towel or a band around your forefoot and gently pull your leg towards you until you feel a stretch in the hamstring and calf.
You're then gonna hold this for 30 to 45 seconds. Do 2 to 3 reps, and you can do this once daily. Exercise 5, short foot exercise. So up until now, we've been stretching.
Yeah.
But then also strengthening is as important, and then let's start right now.
Oh yeah, it's really important. So the first one we're gonna do is the small stabilizing muscle in your foot, more specifically the intrinsic. And the one we're gonna start with is the abductor hallucis. This is a key muscle for heart support.
Yes, exactly. So if your arch collapses when you're walking, this one is really important. The abductor hallucis muscle as well as the plantar fascia work together to support the medial arch. So basically like the inside of your arch here whenever you're walking. The plantar fascia is gonna support passively, and then the muscle is gonna offer some dynamic assistance when you're walking. How to do it? You will have your foot flat on the ground. Pull the ball of the foot towards the heel. Lift the arch without curling your toes. It can be difficult. If you curl your toes, you will engage the flexor, which are a different exercise altogether.
Hold the contraction for 3 to 10 seconds and do that for 1 minute. Don't forget to do both feet, and we recommend to do that 3 times a day. Exercise number 6, the toe flexor strengthening exercise. Yes, the last one. So this one really helps your foot to handle the load while you're walking and standing.
Research shows that strengthening these muscles improve both pain and function.
So this is how to do it. You're gonna put a towel on the floor and put your toes on top of it. Then you're gonna curl your toes to pull that towel towards you. And then you can do progression over time by adding 1 to 2 kilograms of weight on the towel.
You're gonna do 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions and do this once a day. Just a little tip also, if you don't have, 1 to 2 kilograms, you can add cans of beans or something, like canned goods on your towel, and it's gonna increase the weight, so then your muscles on your toes are gonna get stronger.
Exact. If you click this video, that tells us that you're taking care of your health, so we're really excited that you're starting your recovery journey. Don't forget to get the free PDF to follow along so you know which exercise to do.
These exercises came straight from high quality studies, and we will link them down below.
Yes, and it's important to do those exercises consistently for 6 to 8 weeks. Good things takes time, right? To see some relief, do them for this long because that's how long most of the study lasted for patients to be able to see an outcome. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody you know who also has heel pain. Okay, ciao.
Bye.